Throne Liberty, massive update expansion. Talandra is right around the corner, and today they released a new Tico Talk. So let's jump into it and see what Tico has to yap about this time.
Amazon Games for Throne and Liberty. The Wilds of Talandre,
we get some
our
good
first
info,
major
please?
expansion, arrives on March 6th, and your excitement for it has been incredible. Let's
We
dive
are
into
excited.
everything that's coming. On March 6th, you'll have access to a huge new territory called Talandre, which doubles the size of the current map. It comes complete with a new adventure and exploration
and
codex,
basically a new expansion.
a narrative arc to follow, a unique new solo dungeon experience with
Oh,
2
this looks kind of
bosses,
cool.
and 3 of our most challenging co-op dungeons to date.
So we got solo dungeon, new dungeons, and a brand new map. So big expansion. Solo dungeon is big because I know how much you guys like kicking people from teams and not teaching people or grinding or running with players. So solo dungeon is big up.
Full 55 cap. Start working on your epic tier 2 gear set and grow your fishing and cooking skills to level 25.
People have been building
You'll
blessings
also be able
already.
To begin your journey with our
new mastery. This is what I'm most excited for.
Mastery system. Then, 1 week later, on March 13th, we'll release 2 more 3-star dungeons, 2 additional bosses for the solo dungeon, and introduce Nebula Island, along with the new artifact system for another form of power progression.
I mean, you kind of knew all this.
This approach to releasing content
from
will
Korea.
help players enjoy their journey with a little bit less pressure during those opening weeks. After that, on March 27th, we're introducing Trait Resonance with adjustments for more direct player control, epic grade runes, and the second seasons of Dimensional Trials and Ranked Arenas.
So 3 weeks later, we're getting even more content, more runes. I know how much you guys love runes. We're getting that on March 27th, and a new resident system.
So focus on gearing up those first 3 weeks to be ready for that fierce leaderboard climb. The Wilds of Talandre release delivers over 6 months of content packed into our first expansion.
Okay.
I also want to confirm that a fresh
6 months of content
will arrive with Talandre, and we'll share those details before release so that you can plan your journey. Let's talk Mega Alliances. On March 6th, Field Boss encounters are being restructured with 3 portal options for instance boss fights.
Okay.
At their best, alliances give players access to something Throne and Liberty does better than any other MMO. Intense, epic scale PvP, where strategy and coordination amongst hundreds of players reigns supreme.
Yeah.
But at their worst, they can lead to content gatekeeping and perhaps most importantly, a lack of meaningful competition. Before going further, I want to be clear. Our goal is not to remove all access to large-scale epic battles. However, we do recognize that some changes are needed for the overall health of the game and our servers.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Field Boss encounters are being restructured with 3 portal options: Peace, Faction, and Guild. The Peace portal leads to an instance PvE fight, keeping pre-formed parties together. The Faction portal creates instanced PvP, VE battles where players will be randomly matched onto 2 teams while still keeping...
I actually said this in my video. I said this several times. Add some faction PvP where people can PvP, but you get put in different randomized teams. So good change.
Pre-formed parties together. So this is an ideal option for smaller groups wanting PvP action. Both of these modes match players across all servers within a single region, and both have a 96 player limit per instance. The Guild portal will match guilds for 1v1 battles.
Okay.
Our matchmaking system pairs guilds based on performance data and number of players. We expect matching quality to improve over time as we gather.
So the strongest guilds will probably go for the third option.
Join with 36 to 48 players to participate. And we chose these numbers carefully because we believe requiring
48
36
players
to 48 players should help ease some of the burden many guilds deal with.
I mean, the guild sizes are 70, right? So the entering is fine because you can send 48 players and you can send the rest of the players into the Peace boss or somewhere else, right? So you can try to get much loot. But everybody's saying probably like, yo, everybody's just gonna do the Peace boss. You are wrong, because if you do Peace boss, there's a less chance of you getting loot because everybody will be doing the Peace boss. The best chance to actually get loot will be probably do the guild boss if you can win, because then you get all the loot. On Peace boss, it's whoever does the most damage. And on the other boss, it's going to be decided between 50-50, right? So the guild boss will still be the best
for competitive PvP reasons.
for loot.
For arc bosses, we're offering the same piece and faction options, but will maintain their current open world presence for guild battles. This will preserve a worthy area for alliances to battle in that epic scale combat many of you love. We'll now also spawn 2 different arc bosses simultaneously to increase competitive opportunities.
2 arc bosses at the same time?
Acquisition and accessibility. We're making changes.
I don't know how I feel about that. I would wish arc bosses would spawn more often, but 2 at the same time. I mean, will that just lead to people dodging, to be honest?
Improve player autonomy through weekly missions and token consolidation. We've heard from players that you want more control over which content to play to progress your characters. While we believe some content requirements are necessary to maintaining the core game loop, we agree there hasn't been enough flexibility or accessibility as we'd like.
Okay.
Here's what we're doing to address this starting in the Talandre release. First, we're consolidating our various gear tokens. Abyss coins and dimensional soul shards will be consolidated into just 2 tokens, one for tier 1 gear and one for tier 2 gear. These will have specific names, but for now, I'll just refer to them as tier 1 tokens and tier 2 tokens.
All right.
At release, your existing currencies will be converted to tier 1 tokens. Moving forward, co-op dungeons and Abyss dungeons.
So all the currency that we have will go into T1 tokens on Talandre, no T2. So should we be spending them and using them into trade to unlock stones now? Like, I'm confused.
Contracts will reward either tier 1 or tier 2 tokens based on the content you're completing. We're also diversifying where you can acquire these tokens. You'll now be able to get them from the arena shop and the weekly mission menu. The weekly mission system has received an overhaul, and this is a key step towards more player autonomy.
All right, let's see this. Weekly missions with milestone rewards. You can do a lot of different things, I guess.
The new system will offer over 15 different missions across PvE, PvP, and lifestyle content.
But do you have to do all of them?
Weekly points that count toward your milestone rewards.
Oh, no, you don't have to do all of them.
New tier 2 tokens, amongst other rewards.
Okay, that's nice. You have to do all the quests.
Is that we've structured it so that there are more weekly points available than are needed to earn all the rewards.
Nice, that's actually good.
You should have more flexibility to focus on doing the content you enjoy most.
This is big. I like this.
We'll plan to offer even more missions and further broaden the range of available objectives. The next thing to improve gear accessibility is our field boss changes we just discussed. As you may have noticed, there will be more instances of bosses to fight over, which will increase loot accessibility and improve the auction house economy.
More loot equals less pay to win?
Arc boss weapons, because while we want those to remain premium and special, we agree they haven't been as accessible as we'd like, and there is room for further distribution without removing their prestige.
Very good. I talked about this in my players getting banned for G2G stuff, and I said the reason people G2G is because they don't want to pay to win in this game, because an arc boss weapon costs $2,000. By adding more arc boss weapons into the game, more accessibility to it, the prices of the weapons will drop, which is overall good for everybody.
One more area to help with gear is a new system that allows you to synchronize one piece of gear's level to another's. Simply put, we want to give our players more freedom to experiment with different builds, something we consider a major strength of Throne and Liberty. So here's how it works. Once you've leveled a piece of gear to max level, that's plus 12 for tier 2 gear, you can place it into the new system as an anchor. Players can then unlock up to 2 slots per gear type.
Why it is so expensive though? What are these prices?
To place other gear of the same type. For example, chest to chest. Any gear placed in these slots will immediately match the anchor's plus 12 level while slotted. Unlocking slots.
Yo, this is huge. What? So it automatically gets the level? You still have to trade it though, but you get insta the level. Holy!
Will have a one-time cost, but from there, you can freely swap gear forever after that. We think this will be a great long-term tool for players to feel more comfortable.
Oh my god, I'm about to play every build
without having to sacrifice their existing gear through the current transfer system. Let's take a breather from systems and address cheating.
Yeah, cheating.
Specifically, we're aware of the growing concerns regarding auto-blocking and PvP. And let me be clear, playing the game this way clearly violates our code of conduct.
Who are they looking at?
We will issue disciplinary action against these
Failure?
players.
Question mark?
We're committed to maintaining a fair playing field, and we appreciate your help in reporting suspicious behavior and discouraging these practices amongst your friends and teammates. Let's get into combat. After multiple rounds of focus testing,
I hope they ban all the scripters and all the cheaters. Please ban them.
Here are the primary finalized changes that are coming. Player movement speed will no longer be automatically reduced in combat.
This is good.
We've increased base melee attack ranges.
Oh. Nice for melee,
Several
W
skills have been
melee.
updated for improved fluidity. Tab targeting has been improved to better consider camera direction to give a more intuitive targeting response.
Oh, thank you.
Click
Please, I
targeting
hope it
has
works
also
good.
been further refined for accuracy.
CombatChanges. Player movement speed will increase melee. Several skills have been updated for improved fluidity. Tap targeting has been improved. Click targeting has also been further refined for accuracy and precision. We're also bringing a new setting that will allow players to ignore friendly targets when clicking. Oh, yes. Character inertia has been reduced. What does that mean, bro? I don't know. I speak English. Maximum zoom has been increased by 33%. Oh, big. But also means, I mean, for some people, this might lead to more lag issues, you know? You can see more of the world. I mean, for me, I'm chilling. Improve target visualization, target of target display.
And precision. And we're also bringing a new setting that will allow players to ignore friendly targets when
Bro, this is
character
WAGS, bro.
The maximum zoom has been increased by 33%. While not available at launch,
What is this?
by early April, we will also introduce improved target visualization, target of target display, and monster type indicators on nameplates. Shifting to dynamic events, we've made updates to increase rewards and better tailor activity point distribution. We've heard your two main concerns. First, that dynamic events don't feel rewarding enough for the time investment needed to properly participate.
I don't play them. I haven't done a dynamic event since the first week of the game.
Experiencing activity grind fatigue due to how dynamic events contribute to activity points.
Yeah, please.
To address these issues, starting March 6th, we're increasing the rewards for the first 15 dynamic events you do per week, ensuring players get more value when they choose to engage with this content.
I have to do dynamic events now? Why, Tico, please?
Points are primarily a tool to help with high-performing PvP guilds. We've made two changes to help with both fun and fatigue. We're capping activity points at 15 events per week. And then we're adjusting the amount of activity points earned so that they prioritize guild events, followed by Dominion, then Peace, and finally co-op modes.
Okay.
We believe this new structure will...
Wait, does bosses count as an event, or do you actually have to do those boring... I mean, I can just AFK at Lantern Seed, but still. I hate doing those events.
Players more
after the
freedom
15 a week.
in the modes that naturally align with their preferred content, while still maintaining meaningful progression. Now, let's talk Raidframes. As Godspeed mentioned in last week's Eye on Elysium, Raidframes are coming, and I'm happy to share they will arrive on March 13th.
13th, okay, a week
Raidframes
after.
Will be available during guild raids, field bosses, conquest battles, arc bosses, and castle sieges.
Bro,
should help
so
all of our
good.
players, but especially shot callers and healers.
So good.
Looking further ahead to early April, we're completely overhauling rune management. We understand the frustration the current rune management system causes.
Yes, it's terrible.
Our new approach fully removes inventory management needed for runes. Instead, runes will be tracked in a simplified UI where you can apply each
watermark
type and stat combination to as many items as you want.
Oh my god, thank you.
Runes will automatically level or dissolve, and I can't wait to share more details on this topic.
W!
So look forward to that.
Huge W!
We're happy to inform all of our console players that in early Q2, we are bringing the ability to edit your HUD with controller. Now, I want to address a question I've seen frequently in our community.
Okay.
How are new and returning players supposed to catch up if you didn't do a Hyperboost server? Our approach is that catch-up mechanics should be core game features, not a separate server that isolates new and returning players from the general population.
I agree.
We want them to be part of our whole community, experiencing the game alongside everyone else. Let's talk about how we're making this work. First, let's consider gear progression.
Okay.
Because Talandre is releasing at the same time as Tier 2 gear, this creates a natural reset point for all players.
Not
I genuinely
really.
believe this is one of the best.
No, it does not. A lot of Kazakhstan players have already been stacking blessings, pre-prepping, saving epic gears to do Gamba, saving a lot of currency. So the new players do not have the start as other players. Sorry, it's not true.
Times for new and returning players to jump back into the game and start fresh alongside everyone else.
But it is
However, we recognize
trying
that
to do a
having
fresh
full
start.
set of Tier 1 gear could still feel like a big advantage. And that's why we're introducing Tier 2 rare gear, or Tier 2 blue gear, which will be stronger than most Tier 1 purples.
Okay, like
This
Tarisland.
provides a natural bridge for players who don't have their full Tier 1 sets available.
But that's not the
We've also
issue, though. The
carefully
issue is that the currency saved, the loosen saved, the blessing stacks saved. That is the biggest problem. Like giving like people base gear is good, but doesn't solve the biggest issue that the new players will have. Right? They will have the existing players will have
Balance the
a
Adventure
much bigger
Codex rewards
advantage.
so that any player who completes the full Adventure Codex will earn nearly a complete set of Tier 2 gear with a mix of blues and purples. Beyond gear progression, we're also introducing exclusive buffs and daily login rewards specifically for new and returning players to help them catch up. We believe this comprehensive approach will help
I mean,
players join our community
it's at least a
and
good
get up to
start for new
speed
players.
without feeling like they're permanently behind or isolated on a separate server. To
You'll
end
still be
things,
behind,
I just
but
want
you
to
can
say
catch
thank
up
you all again
a
for
little
your
bit.
feedback and support. I can't wait for you to get your hands on this expansion.
Bro, this
It
is
packed with so much great content and system improvements. I think you're really, truly going to enjoy it. Please keep giving us your feedback. We
Bro,
love
this is
having open
massive.
communication with our community.
this is
and our
massive.
community
I'm giving this
All
a
right.
like.
And now for our community question. If you could expand our cosmetic offerings in just one way, what would it be?
Ooh, cosmetic offering in just one way. Oh, I don't know, honestly. Like some vanities, like blinks, like back blings or stuff like that is what I would like to see. To be honest, that'd be sick. Like some feet glow and stuff. Now feet glow would be too much. Like back blinks would be nice. Yeah, that's my community question, bro. This
Just
is
one way,
W
What would
episode.
it be?
This is
Please like and
huge.
subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I read each and every comment, so let me know
Bro,
down
Tico,
below
you
what
redeemed
think.
yourself from last time. Huge. This is huge, bro. Big changes, yo. Bro, honestly, they covered most of the problems or my suggestions that I made in my suggestion video. These are W changes. A lot of quality of life improvements. A lot of good changes. I think it's going to be really good going to Talandra. I'm really excited, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You guys be checking out Talandra in Tier 2. I think it's going to be huge for new players and existing players. I think AGS is going to go crazy with the promotion. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.